Good morning, bad bitch. Hey guys, it's Jason Hearts here, and hi, and welcome back to my channel. Hello, you guys. I can't believe it. We made it through 2020. 2020 is over. She is gone, long gone, and we don't want to see her again. She's like that one cousin that when she comes over, you're kind of like, and you are just waiting for her to leave your motherfucking house so you can go back into your room and be a loner on your phone. But yeah, you guys, I can't believe that 2020 is officially over. We are now in 2021 when I'm filming this video. I am so sorry. I had so many big plans for December and like a lot of videos, and my life was in a way turned upside down for a big majority of it. I was going through a lot of personal stuff. I was dealing with a lot of personal stuff, and I was working my little butt off. So I was at work 24/7, and I didn't have time to film or just do most of anything that I wanted to do, which was kind of upsetting because I wanted to like close off 2020 with a bang. But I'm very much of a person that I'm like, I don't believe in resolutions anymore. I know before I used to be like, once 2020 starts and like, I'm gonna do all this stuff. I'm now, after dealing with 2020, I'm a strong believer in when you want to do something, you do it in the moment that you think about it, you know? Because if not, you're going to start overthinking. I'm a big overthinker, so I overthink everything, and then I'm going to psych myself out of it. And it's very much of like, when I want to do something, I have to do it and find the way to do it when I want to do it, you know? So then I can at least be like, I did it. I did it. Sorry if I'm rambling in this video. I haven't even explained to you guys what we're doing. We're having a little mukbang. You guys have been asking me to do mukbangs. I thought that mukbangs were really, really boring, but apparently you guys really like them, so I went ahead and ordered some food because, bitch, if you guys like mukbangs so much, I don't mind. I don't mind. I be eating all the time, as you can tell. So yeah, so I went ahead and ordered some food. I ordered this new place called Mr. Okay, I thought that had my address on. So I got this place called Mr. Burger. I have never heard of this place. I Postmated it today. It looked bomb as hell on Postmates or DoorDash. And then I have this brown box, which I don't even know what has in it. Whereas I'm gonna prep my food right here. You guys are probably not gonna see it, but I'll show you guys, and obviously you guys are gonna see me eating. Well, you'll see most of it. And yes, I am sitting in my room. Don't mind the mess of my mini fridge and all the shit on top of it. I'm currently in the middle of remodeling my room because if you guys didn't know, I was living with my brother for a while, like June, July, August, for like 6 months. I was living with my brother, and he currently moved out, so I have the whole room to myself again, which, honestly, if he's seeing this, hopefully he's not, because I don't want him to think he all that, but I do miss him, because I do miss having the company. I'm a very lonely person here in Virginia. I don't really know a lot of people, and if I do know them, I don't really hang out with a lot of people. My close circle has been really small, and it's taking a toll on me, but we're gonna get into that later in this video while we're eating. But yeah, so I live alone. I'm sitting in my corner. I'm gonna hopefully make some big changes into this room, and the rest of it is a mess right now because I have to organize everything. So we're sitting in this little corner of the room where it's less hectic except that fridge. So stop paying attention to it. So as I was saying, we have Mr. Beast Burger.
Beast Burger.
Mr. Beast Burger. She looking thick and juicy. I ordered a lot of food for myself. It's honestly not a lot, but a lot for me. So when we open her up, we got some fries. Ooh, they look juicy and oily. My favorite. I also got this spicy chicken tender sandwich. She's thick. I did not expect that all to be this big. The fuck? And then I got Miss Chris style burger, which is a burger, like a regular cheeseburger with fries in it. That's a better angle, right? You know, just two pretty best friends sitting in the corner of the room, eating the food. I also got a Arizona half and half iced tea lemonade that we're gonna open it up. Doesn't it just spice up your day? I'm really upset because it didn't give me ketchup for my fries. They're seasoned fries. I'm on this thing, and I'm poor and sad, so I'm running out of my ketchup bottle. Okay. Most of you are gonna hate this when I say this, but I am obsessed with ketchup. I go through a bottle like this in like less than 2 weeks, like 10 days. And I eat ketchup with almost anything. Here's the thing. If I know something doesn't go with ketchup, I won't eat it with ketchup. But when I buy something that has ketchup, like fries for in case, like I will drown my fries in ketchup and like, The fries are good. Could use a little more salt. I'm a salero. I love shit with salt. Sorry if my throat is being weird. I fell asleep with my hair wet like 2 days ago, and ever since I have like a little not Miss Corona, I promise. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start with the Chris style burger because that was the thing that I ordered first, and I was just like, ooh. So I want to try it, and then we'll get right into it. So this has, oh, she's thick and juicy, girl. Thick and juicy like meat. She's not, presentation wise, she's not like, oh my god, you know, like she a baddie. She a beast, but she ain't a baddie. It has meat, cheese, mayo, ketchup, bacon, and of course the french fries. The french fries on this one aren't seasoned, so let me go ahead and give it a try. You guys, when I'm telling you this, it's so good. Oh my god. Oh my god. This shit. Okay, so I'm a picky eater, so I don't really like trying new places. But the fact that, like, I went out of my way today to try something new, and it's this good. Girl. I think I might have found my new favorite burger place here in Virginia. Because honestly, in California, I had my favorite burger places. In Virginia, I haven't been able to find anything like yummy, delicious, like, besides like Shake Shack, which I eat. But this place, I love it. I know most of y'all be watching your favorite YouTubers with their fucking expensive ass setup. But bitch, it's time for a twist. Like, I look like a little, I look like a poor little boy sitting in a what seems empty ass room eating on a box. I bet you never saw that one coming. This is what 2020 does to you, bitch. Okay, the burger has to be like a good 9 out of 10. I would give it a 10 out of 10, but I feel like if we wouldn't have like a Thousand Island sauce or something like that, it would have been just like, exquisito. Okay. I postmated these fries, so the fries are not as crunchy or as salty as I would prefer them. They're not bad, but they are cold and soggy right now. So I don't want to judge them because of that, but I would give them like a 4 out of 10. It's not their fault because maybe fresh, they're different, but you know. Oh. Okay. Sorry, I feel like I'm focusing a lot on the food because I'm starving and I haven't eaten all day. And I'm not talking a lot. But I also don't like talking when my mouth is full, so it's hard. But I wanted to talk about 2020. So, as you guys know, 2020 is officially over. She has packed her bags and she has gone home like she should have. And I don't know. A lot of people are like, fuck 2020. Like, my life was all miserable in 2020. And obviously, everybody's life was turned upside down in 2020. Like, there's no excuse for that. And obviously, other people have harder. Other people had it harder than other people. Thank God, and I pray to God, and I'm so grateful with God because of the fact that I actually had a stable job during 2020, all throughout. Do I love my job? No, of course, but obviously it pays my bills, and yeah, and obviously like all the bad things that happened in 2020, like the fires, people losing their lives, jobs, COVID, everything, like it was a hard year. It was a very difficult year, and I don't know how to put it in words, like everything I want to say, but it was one of the most difficult years that I feel like everybody has had to go through together, because everybody has hard years or hard times in their lives. But I feel like this year, it was a very much like bitch slap to the face to humanity as itself in society. And sorry if I'm burping, but I feel like it was a big wake up call, because it's like we were so blinded to the things that we already had going on, or important stuff that we weren't paying attention. Like racism was such a big topic this year, and it wasn't that it wasn't a big topic before, but it wasn't being given the amount of attention, the amount of like focus, and the amount of work that was put into like this year about racism, you know? And it's like we were so blind of like, yeah, you see things on the news, but once it starts happening and once people are putting it in your face, like, listen, you need to pay attention to this. It's not only this community that's suffering, but it should be something that everybody is talking about and everybody's doing something to change, you know? And I felt like that was such an amazing, great, eye-opening moment in our lives that we're all gonna remember. And like, I don't know, it's just, I felt, for me, 2020, it was a hard year, but it wasn't a bad one. And I feel like a lot of people obviously have different opinions because everybody's experience was different, but I feel like I am more grateful of the fact that we did go through everything that we had to go through this year, because it's like, honestly, I feel like I'm coming out of 2020 as a whole different person, like, completely different mindset. Like, I did have a lot of changes in my life. Like, a lot of people that I used to talk to, I'm not talking to anymore. I had to spend a lot of time with myself, which was another thing that was very important, because I feel like before COVID, I was extremely lost. I didn't know who I was. I was having a big, like, personality, identity crisis. Like, I did not know who I was, and I thought I did, but I genuinely did not. I was trying to find myself, and I feel like if it weren't for COVID and, like, them shutting everything down and forcing all of us to, like, realize and, like, have to be home and have to deal with the things that are in our homes, because we were blind. We were completely blind to things that were inside of our own house that we didn't even know. And by inside of your own house, I mean, like, your family, like, your siblings, yourself. There are so many things that you probably didn't know about yourself before COVID that now you are like, wow. You know? And it's crazy because it's like it's yourself, but you don't know that part of yourself. And you were forced to be in the same room without being able to leave with that person that you did not know. And I feel like that was one of the biggest, hardest parts of 2020 for me. Do I feel fully found now? Definitely not. Am I more aware of where I am in that spectrum now than I was before? 100%. I'm not gonna lie. When I was going through an identity crisis, I had lost myself. At that time I identified as gender fluid. To this day, I do believe that I am gender fluid, but I identify as male, so my pronouns are always gonna be he, him. Back then I was very much in a case of like, you can call me whatever you want, which you still can, you know, but it's not something that I want to take in full, because of the fact that mainly I don't want to put labels on things and be like, this is feminine and this is masculine. But in my head, that's how a lot of things work. Because I'm very much of like, if I'm not like this, like very like chill guy, dude, whatever, like, this is when I feel the more mask of myself. And then when I want to feel more femme, I'll do like the little makeup and everything, you know? That's how everything works in my head. If you don't like the way that that's set out in my head, then it's like, just don't worry about it. Because I hate when people get stuck up the ass about stereotypes. Because I had a bunch of little comments on my TikTok about a TikTok where I posted where I was wearing makeup and I was like, oh, something something bottom, and then but I can be a top too, and then I did that part without makeup. And then somebody commented like, oh, just because you're a bottom doesn't mean that you have to wear makeup, and and just because you're a top doesn't mean that you can't wear makeup. And I truly believe in that. I am a verse gay man that does makeup. So it's like, I don't believe in the fact that just because you're a top you can't wear makeup, and because you're a bottom you have to, or you can't, you have that availability, that choice to do so. But in society, and even in the gay community, and I've said this a bunch of times, and I feel like I've never said it online, but, and I'm gonna say it right now, and I know that some people are gonna get upset, but the truth is that the gay community is one of the most toxic communities too. We talk about equality, like, everybody can be everybody can do whatever they want, and this and that. And yes, we are more liberating than straight communities or something like that. Like, the straight community, obviously, like, we're more open and like, in a way, we don't care as much when it comes to simple things like, oh, you wear makeup, you can wear a dress, like this and that, like that. But at the end of the day, we have such a toxic mindset of like, oh, I'm a top for top, or like femme for femme. It's like, some guys won't date you, and I've had this so many times in my life, and this is why I don't like talking about these type of topics, because it's like, everybody has a different. But from what I've experienced, I've had a lot of guys where I like them and I want to talk to them and stuff like that, like gay men that I know are gay, and they will tell me like, oh, sorry, I'm into guys, not to girls, just because I'm wearing makeup. Or they'll be like, sorry, I like masculine guys, and stuff like that. And I mean, yes, everybody has their preference, everybody is entitled to their own preference of what they like in a man or another thing, but I don't feel like you should stop liking somebody just because they are more comfortable in their femininity than maybe you are. Because even if you're a gay, open, masculine man, you don't have to wear heels, makeup, dress, glitter, all that extra stuff. But it's like, you shouldn't turn someone down or bring someone down just for the fact that they do. Because honestly, I'm like, maybe if you give that person a chance, you would maybe enjoy this person's company, and maybe they would be eye-opening to you, and like stuff like that. And it's just, I've been dealing a lot with that too, and I feel like that was part of the reason why I went into like a weird place, because I felt like half of the world hated the fact that I was too feminine, and half of the world loved it. And I was in a toxic mindset where I was trying to look for approval from the side of the world that hated it. And it sucked, because it was like a lot of guys were turning me down. Obviously, in Virginia, it's not, I'm being 100% sincere here. In Virginia, it's not as open as a place like California. I go out here on the streets and I will be stared at like I'm a fucking, like, monster, like, weird ass critter, like an alien on the streets, even when I'm not wearing makeup. Even before I had purple hair, like, people will stare at me and they know that I'm not, like, yes, I was born in Virginia, but I was not raised here. I moved around half of my life. I lived in Guatemala for a lot of it, and then I moved to California. I was there, and then I'm back here, and it's like, it is my hometown, but it's like, people don't know me, like, and people can tell that I'm not from around here, like, mentally, or like, something like that, and it's not, like, obviously, you're always gonna have the criticism, the hate, and, like, people stare at you for no reasons, but I just feel very out of place here. And honestly, part of me doesn't want to be here anymore, but also part of me wants to stay just because of the fact that I was so far away from all my cousins, my aunts, my uncles, some friends that I haven't been able to see for years. And I've made new connections now being here through my job, because I love most of the people that I work with. And I've gotten to meet so many great people that I don't want to leave behind, because I've always have to leave people behind. Like, from moving from California to Virginia has been one of the hardest decisions I ever made in my life, and I'm not 100% sure that it was the right one. But I do, well, let me rephrase that. Sometimes it feels like it wasn't the right decision I made, but I feel like it was necessary at the time that I made it. And I'm grateful, because I'm like, now I get to be with my family, the people that I love, like, have them around. But if I move to California, it's like all that goes away again. And I've been stuck on that cycle. I've been dealing with so much stuff. Let me keep on eating because my food is about to get cold. You guys didn't come here for me to rant. But 2020 has been a hard year. And I am so thankful to God. And I pray to God. And I'm so grateful with Him for keeping my family safe, my friends safe. And if you're watching this, you should be grateful with God too. Because you're live and you're watching me. And that's a blessing in itself, baby girl. That's also another topic that I wanted to bring up. Let me choose. So during quarantine, I became closer to God. I know that's really shocking. I am a gay man that wears makeup, heels, crazy outfits, does the most, cusses like a sailor because I have the potty mouth of a sailor. But I do believe in God. I was raised Christian since very little. My parents are extremely religious. They're not okay with me being the way that I am, but they're respectful about it, which is another topic that I want to get to in a different video. If you guys would be interested in, I would want to talk about my experience as a gay man coming out, my story, everything, even just like my life story. But for this video, I'm just gonna briefly touch into this. During COVID, we had a little conversation that became an argument and then a fight. And we came to the conclusion that the best way that we're gonna deal with it as a family is to not talk about it. They're gonna respect my choices, and obviously they're your parents. They always want the best for you. But the best way that we've came to work out, because it was always a fight, and I genuinely didn't want to keep fighting with my parents. They're hundreds of thousands of miles away, and they're getting older. I'm getting older. I'm about to be 20 this year. It's crazy. But we came to the conclusion that it was better. And during quarantine, when I felt lost, I found a refuge in God. Of course, if you're a Christian, you know that one of the biggest stands is a man will never lie with a man, and a woman will never lie with a woman. Because marriage is between a male and a female. Here's my thing. it's such a hard topic. And I feel like nobody's willing to have that conversation. But there's so many different things that come into that. Because even in just translation, like the Bible has been translated in a bunch of languages and stuff like that. And I'm not bringing down the importance of the Bible and everything or saying something's fake. But in a lot of translations, when it refers to a boy, a man will never lie with a boy, it's referring to an actual kid. So pedophilia. Which also, pedophilia is not part of the LGBT community, so stop trying to push it on us because we're not fucking pedophiles. As I was saying, it talks about that. And I mean, honestly, at the end of the day, this is how I'm going to put it, because I don't want to get too deep into it right now, just because of the fact that it's very confusing for myself, and I don't want to put anybody in there, but I don't believe in religion. I believe in the relationship there is with God. And that's kind of where I am. I have a relationship with God. I've made one with God because I found refuge and I needed him and he was there for me. And I've never stopped believing in God. I just felt like there was a time in my life where I forgot about him. And it really sucked. And when I felt lost, finding something that I could grab onto, hold on, and again, believe in something with all my heart, I really needed that because I wasn't believing in myself. I needed love that I wasn't receiving, and it was really hard. But I do believe in God. I do believe that everybody has a relationship. Well, everybody should have a relationship with God. And don't let other people judge you, because there is a lot of religious people, and even in the Bible itself, it says that a lot of religious figures, people won't even make it to heaven, because it's like, you can follow the rules by the book of like a religion, like, you know, but at the end of the day, everybody sins. And I'm like, if you don't have, and it says it there itself, like, if you don't have a relationship built with God, and you, even if you do everything, but if your relationship with him isn't right, then it's all for nothing. So that's where I'm at. And honestly, I've said it, I keep on saying it to my cousin, but it's true. Like, if being gay, and this is my opinion, so don't take it as me attacking anybody or like trying to make something seem something that it isn't. But this is my opinion, this is my thought, this is where I'm at. But honestly, if being gay is a sin, then God would make me not straight. I mean, but this is where I'm at. So if it is really that being gay is a sin, then I'm like, God, make me straight, because I'm not trying to go to hell. I don't want to die. I don't want to burn. But I mean, honestly, that's where I'm at. So that's my thing. I'm like, do I still identify as gay? Yes. I am attracted to men. I'm sexually attracted to men. And I can't do anything about it. But I do believe that I'm like, if I have to choose anything, or like anything, if I could have or be or do anything, and I had to make a choice between that and God, I'm always gonna put God first. And that's how I'm moving on forward with my life, where I have to put God first in everything I do, and have that mental state of like, because of God I'm here, and because of God I have what I have, and because of God I'm being given this opportunity, or because of him I have to do this. So that's how I'm at with that. And I'm not that I'm scared to talk about it, but I don't want to talk about it anymore right now. Just because I am still learning, I'm still getting informed with myself. You know, because I'm on my own. I do watch church videos because my mom sends them to me, so that's how I connect. But if you feel like you're lost and everything, my word of advice is find something that you can find peace in, and I found peace through that. So if you want to give it a try, go ahead. If you don't want to, go find something else. I don't know. But yeah, so that's just like something, and I feel like, especially in the gay community, a lot of people are like, you're gay, you can't believe in God. I'm like, yes, you can. You most definitely can. You can be trans and believe in God. You can be anything and believe in God. Because at the end of the day, what matters the most is your relationship with God. Yours and his. Nobody else's. No matter what else you do or whatever stuff. Because I'm like, if you ask for forgiveness, at the end of the day, the one that's gonna forgive you and the only one that should be judging you is God. Nobody else. So, keep that in mind. Next topic. I feel like now that we've reflected a lot on 2020, the things that came with it, and the things that went during 2020, I don't know. I feel like I said everything I wanted to say. Boy problems. I did have a lot of boy problems. I'm not going to talk about them because they're fresh out the womb. And fresh out the womb, they're the scars. I don't know. They're still kind of open scars. Am I talking to anybody? No, but I am considering talking to somebody. We'll see how that goes. I don't want to say any promises or jinx it. But I don't know. I'm open. There was a lot of 2020 that I was like, I want a boyfriend. I want a boyfriend. And then after I got to know myself better, I came to the conclusion that I wasn't ready to date anybody. I'm like, yes, I'm 19, going on 20, single my entire life. But the reason I haven't let anybody in is because I feel like I'm not mentally prepared to let anybody in. I'm so used to being on my own. So the fact of letting somebody else in, like obviously my friends I let in, but it's a different of letting in, like not letting you in my booty hole, but like in my life. Adding somebody else into my life felt like something weird. And now it feels like I'm not looking for it, but if it comes, it comes. And we'll just see where things go. And yeah. So let's go ahead and try this fucking chicken sandwich. I'm scared because I do not do spicy well. And I bought it because it looked bomb as hell on the thing. Oh, that shit looks like it has sriracha. Okay, so it brings pickles, 2 chicken tenders, mayo, lettuce, and what seems to be sriracha. Or some sort of spicy thing. I'm gonna hold it up. She a thick girl. But let's go ahead and give her a try. Okay, Mustang. I like this a lot. I think this is gonna be one of my new favorite places. Cause the food, it's big. And it's good. Like, it's good food. It might have just been the bite that I took, but I didn't really feel any much spicy to it. Which I'm okay with because I don't, as I said, I don't do really well with spicy. Like, I'll eat hot Cheetos and I will have boogers and tears running down my face. And a lot of sweat. But yeah, so let's talk 2021, baby. 2020, she's already gone, done, and dead. So now we're in 2020. I'm filming this on June 2nd. I leave to California in 6 days, so in June 8th. I will be going over there for 10 days. I am really excited. I really need this recharge. I need to go back home. I'm really feeling homesick. And honestly, I know I'm referring to California as my home, which it honestly is. I feel like that was one of the places where I felt my best self. And I felt like I was where I wanted to be. Of course, my living space over there, as some of you know, some of you probably don't know, wasn't great. I was in a toxic place that I needed to get out of for my own mental health. Here's something that I'm going to put out there, and I'm going to lay flat, because I had a couple people ask me this. It's like, why wasn't I so open over in California as I am here now? The reason why was because the people that I was living with were not okay with me being the way that I am. So everything I ever did was always behind their back. And obviously keeping a lot of secrets is not easy. It's not the best. Even for your own mental health, it's not good. Because it's a lie after a lie after a lie. And you're lying to yourself because you're trying to hide something. And it's a lot. And a lot of people, I heard, okay, not to start any drama or tea or anything, but I've heard a lot of people, well, not a lot of people, I was told about something that happened where somebody was like, hey, like, look at Jason, like, he's all fake now, like, this and that, like, oh, all of a sudden he moves to Virginia and he's changed, he wants to be somebody that he's not, like, this and that. I'm like, girl, you don't know who the fuck I am. Because guess what? I didn't even know who the hell I am. And even before I moved here, I always wanted to dye my hair. I wanted to pierce my earrings. I wanted to get tattoos. I wanted to, like, do crazy cool makeup. I wanted to do outfits like that. Like, fashion, makeup, beauty, entertainment has always been something in my life that I always wanted to do, but I wasn't able to do. And I was a big theater kid. I still am a big theater kid. I be listening to all types of musical theater songs in my car. But I've been introduced to this place because now I'm all on my own. And even when I was living with my brother, I'm still on my own. Like, I am an independent person. I pay for everything and do whatever I want. And I'm so glad that I get to have that experience at such a young age. And it's giving me this huge ass level of responsibility and understanding of an adult life, you know? And even before I moved here, like, I was already living that life. Like, I paid rent, I paid for my own food, I paid for my own clothing, and now I pay for my own car. I pay for everything. I pay for my space of living where I live by myself, and then it's a lot. And obviously it's not easy, and that's the one tip I will give anybody that's ever thinking of moving out on their own. It's not easy. You get hit with a lot of things, and it becomes that thing, it's like, you're on your own at this point. You cannot depend on anybody. Of course, if you're lucky enough, you'll have people on the way that are willing to help you, but you really have to put on your big girl panties and start figuring things out on your own, which is a big move. But as I was saying, when I moved here, I was open. I felt like a new rebirth because I was open to do anything and everything that I ever wanted to do. And I have piercings, I have tattoos, I have cool hair, I can do makeup without having to worry who sees it. I've been able to actually openly start a social media, like, thing, you know? Like, I can post my makeup on my Instagram, and I can post my outfits on Instagram, and I can do pussy stunts, I can put YouTube videos with makeup on and stuff like that. And I remember that I used to do makeup videos, I used to film YouTube videos before I started Jason Hart's, the channel, and I would not wear makeup. The only place I ever wore makeup to was school or school events, and I would have to wake up super early, leave my house, and take my makeup with you, and my makeup was hidden in my lockers. It was never at my house. I got thrown makeup, like, And a couple times that they found my makeup, they threw them away, and it was like hundreds of dollars like worth of makeup just to the trash. And I was being bashed 24/7 about I was too feminine, you're too gay, like people are gonna find out, like what are the people gonna say? And it's been a lot of that, and I feel like now that I moved here, all of that, it's like when people are like, what are the people gonna say? And I'm like, they're gonna say that I'm a bad bitch, and if they say anything else, it's because they're mad that they ain't me. So yeah, that's all I have to say. So if you're one of those toxic ass people that are like, Jason has changed, and if you were just curious of the fact of like why I'm so open now and I wasn't back then, it's because of that. So let me start going into the end of this video before it gets too long. So my plans for 2021, I'm excited. I have none. So during 2020, my biggest plan is honestly just working hard and doing what I want to do and doing it in the moment, being spontaneous, living life. That's my plan. Because as in 2020, we all saw, like, your entire life can be flipped upside down in a second. It can be taken away from you in a second. And it's such a cool, hard pill to swallow. But at the end of the day, it's true. And that's how life works. I am so grateful for everything that I was able to do in 2020. Like, actually start a YouTube channel. And I mean, I haven't been really too consistent, but I've been doing better at uploading. I think we're at 150 followers, which honestly to everybody else is little, but to me it means a lot because it's like these people really are here to see what I'm up to, you know? And it's like, of course I have the big support of my friends, and I'm not doing this just because I'm like, I want to be famous, like this, that, like everybody wants to be famous, but like, I don't know, it's just, entertainment has always been something in my life, and I feel like once I moved here, I felt lost because I'm like, I'm not performing or doing anything special, like musical theater or something like that, and I was left without that, which was such a big important thing in my life. Like it's my biggest passion to this day. Like makeup is not even up there like in my passion list. Of course now it is, but it wasn't, and I needed to find a way to express myself and perform and entertain, because that's what I love doing. So the fact that like 150 of you are actually willing to subscribe to my channel and listen to what I have to say and get entertained by what I do is so meaningful, and I love it, and I'm really grateful. TikTok, I hit one... No. TikTok is one of my biggest platforms now, which I think is so funny. I have 6.7K, and then I hit 1K on Instagram, which obviously, as I said, numbers don't matter, but when you're a little... like trying to be a content creator, when your stuff is so little, and when you're starting to see your growth, I feel like you get it. I got so excited because that was one of my goals. I wanted to hit 1K on Instagram because I'm like, even my friends that like post once a year, they have like 1,000 followers, and I'm like, why do people not like seeing me? And then also I'm an attention whore, so I love attention. But yeah, so if you guys want to check out my Instagram, it's at Jason Hearts. My TikTok at Jason Hearts. You know the drill. But yeah, so that's my plan. Just work hard. I wanna focus on actually making videos now and keeping consistent on it, which we'll see how that goes. I want to get into fashion. I want to do modeling, which I know it's shocking because it's like, Jason, you're built like this, and you're eating this. But I've come to that point in my life where it's like, am I happy with physically where I am? Not 100%. I know I could be better, and I could do better, and I want to do better, and I'm going to try to do better. This doesn't count, so don't look at it. But I know I could be in a better place health-wise with myself Not saying that, like, being plus size is bad or, like, unhealthy, because it's not. Like, I'm not body shaming anybody. You can be thick and healthy. That should be a new logo. Thick and healthy. Oh my god. Merch. Merch coming soon. But it's like, I know that I could be better for myself, and I'm doing it for myself. Not for anybody else, but for myself. But I also love myself. And I feel like that's the most important thing. It's like, you can love yourself however you are. Even if you're aware that you could be doing better, I still love myself, girl. I feel like I've been in a point where I'm more confident now that because I am the biggest I've ever been in my life. I'm not telling you the number because that's none of your business. But I am at the biggest point that I've ever been in my life. And I know for some of you, it's like, Jason, you're not even that big. But for myself, I am big. And I'm at one of the most confident stages of my life where I can feel like sometimes I can put whatever the hell I want. Like, my Halloween photo shoot and, like, pussy stunt, like, all that. I had never felt as sexy in my life as I did at that point. And I'm like, I used to be a lot, way a lot smaller. Like, I used to be a lot more smaller, and even then I still wasn't confident. I was so focused on, like, I'm so huge, like, this and that, and I wasn't. And now that I do feel like I am huge, or I'm at that point where I thought I was scared of back then, it's like I feel so much more confident. But I've come to the point where, like, I'm gonna love myself no matter what, and I'm gonna do what's better for me. If I decide that losing weight is gonna be something better for me, then I'm gonna do it. But if I decide that I'm okay just like this, I'm gonna do it. And I'm okay just like this. But I want to do better because I want to prove it to myself that I can do better. And better is something that everybody gets to choose what's best for you. It doesn't mean, because for some people, putting on weight is what's going to be better for them. And some people's going to be losing weight, going to be better for them. And for some other people, it's going to be like, keeping what I have is going to be better for me. So you got to do whatever is better for you. And yeah. So I think I'm going to end this video here. I know I didn't really talk too much about the food. Did a lot of grubbing. I mean, I did eat a burger and some fries. I'm already full off of this bitch. But yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video so much. I love doing a mukbang and getting to talk about so many things that actually matter to me. And I really hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, please give it a big thumbs up. It would honestly mean the world to me, because it just shows that you listen and that you care about what I have to say. And I just want to know for sure that this is what you guys want me to do, because I'm here to entertain you. And honestly, even if you guys don't like it, then I'm gonna do it, because I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. But I really did enjoy talking about my opinions, where I'm at, where I was, my growth, that changed in my life, because I used to be so scared of change. And now I feel like I'm so excited. Something new is coming. Obviously, I'm still nervous. I'm nervous that I'm 6 days away from seeing my best friends and getting back home for at least 10 days and, like, seeing some of the people that I love. And I'm excited, but I'm still nervous. But yeah, for 2020, I have a lot of things in plans. Like, I want to do so many YouTube video ideas that I have. I want to buy a camera. I just got a laptop, which I'm so thankful for. I'm actually editing a video. We'll see if I upload this one first or that one. But yeah, so I'm working on videos, and then I want to buy a camera. So that's my next goal. I'm gonna remodel this room. Hopefully I have a tiny little studio where I'm gonna, like, put a backdrop and then a table and set up some stuff. So then, like, lighting wise, I have a lot of plans. I also am working on music, which you guys will hopefully see soon. But yeah, I'm excited. I feel like after 2020, I'm at a point where I'm ready to work my butt off and do what it takes to do and accomplish everything I want to do. And yeah, Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, give this video a thumbs up. Make sure to subscribe to my channel and put my little notification bell on so you guys know every time I upload. If you want to follow me on any of my other social medias, all of them are going to link down below. My TikTok and Instagram are just at Jason Hearts. My Twitter is Jason_Hearts. And my Snapchat is Jason SADOC05. Have a great day, night, or good morning, beach. Wherever you are, may God bless me, may God bless you, may God bless us, and take us in his hands because we're gonna need it, girl. We need him. And yeah, so I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.